Okay, here's a thought to kick us off. What if the real secret to wealth, success, has absolutely nothing to do with luck?
Or fancy degree, or even who your parents are.
Exactly. What if it's something else entirely?
That's a powerful question, isn't it? Especially when, well, society often points to exactly those
It
things.
really is. And that's pretty much what we're digging into today. We're diving deep into Napoleon Hill's classic, Think and Grow Rich.
Hmm.
And look, this book, it's way more than just a get-rich-quick thing. It's really a manual for your mindset.
Yeah, it's designed to change how you think, how you operate. It's genuinely reshaped countless lives over, well, decades now.
And what's amazing is where it comes from. It's not just Hill's opinion, right?
Not at all. It's built on solid research, over 20 years of interviews.
20 years!
Yeah, interviewing more than 500 of the most successful people around at the time.
That's incredible dedication. And this whole massive project, it started way back in 1908.
That's right. Andrew Carnegie, the huge industrialist, basically challenged a young journalist, Napoleon Hill, to figure out what made successful people tick.
Imagine getting that assignment. Go find the secret sauce.
Right. And Hill, he actually did it. He sat down with giants like Thomas Edison,
Inventor, yeah.
Henry Ford, Alexander Graham Bell, and Carnegie himself, obviously.
Wow, some serious heavyweights.
Absolutely. And through all these talks, Hill started seeing patterns, these incredibly successful people from totally different fields. They thought and acted in remarkably similar ways.
Like they had a shared playbook.
Sort of, yeah. A common mental operating system, you could say.
Okay, and that's what we're exploring today. We're going to unpack the 13 key principles Hill identified.
These aren't just theories, they're practical steps. Things anyone really can use.
To unlock potential, turn ideas into reality, achieve those big dreams. It's about how the mind, when focused, can create amazing results.
Exactly. It's less magic, more method. A set of principles that work together.
All right, let's get into it. Principle number 1, desire. Hill says this is the absolute starting point.
Mm-hmm. But it's more than just, wishing for something.
Right, he calls it a burning desire, like white hot, an obsession almost.
Yes, and crucially, linked with what he termed definiteness of purpose.
Definiteness. So not vague.
Not at all. It's not enough to just want more money or success. Hill insists you need to know exactly what you want.
How much money? By when?
Exactly. And importantly, what you're willing to give, what sacrifice you'll make in return for achieving it.
Okay, so it needs real clarity. Like Edison, maybe. His desire wasn't just invent something.
Right. It was a specific, relentless drive to create a practical, commercially viable light bulb. He knew exactly what he was aiming for, even after failing, what, thousands of times?
That definite purpose kept him going.
It fuels the persistence, absolutely.
Okay, so once you have that burning specific desire, what's next?
That leads directly to principle 2, faith.
Faith. And we're not necessarily talking religion here.
Not exclusively, no. It's about an absolute, unwavering belief. Belief in yourself, belief in your ability to actually achieve that definite purpose you set out.
It's like holding the mental picture, the certainty.
Yeah. And the big challenge for a lot of people is, well, how do you build that kind of faith? Especially when you hit roadblocks or face criticism.
What does Hill suggest?
He talks a lot about affirmations, repeating your goals, and visualization, seeing yourself as having already achieved it. It's about conditioning your subconscious mind.
Like programming yourself for success.
Kinda. Think about Muhammad Ali. He famously declared, "I am the greatest," way before everyone else agreed.
He was telling himself first.
Exactly. He was building his own belief, projecting it.
Yep.
That mental conditioning is key.
Which sounds like it connects right into principle 3, autosuggestion.
It does, perfectly. Autosuggestion is the how. It's the communication channel to your subconscious mind.
So it's the tool you use to build that faith.
Precisely. It's about consciously, deliberately feeding your mind with the thoughts you want it to accept. Because your subconscious, well, it accepts whatever is repeated to it, positive or negative.
It doesn't really filter.
Not in the same way the conscious mind does. So autosuggestion is about bypassing doubt, embedding that definite purpose deep down.
How do you do it effectively?
Hill recommended writing down your definite purpose, your desire, and reading it aloud, morning and night.
Reading it aloud.
Yes, and crucially, feeling the emotion of having already achieved it while you read. You're trying to create that internal belief system that supports the goal.
Got it. So desire, faith, autosuggestion, they really build on each other.
They form a foundation. Next up, principle 4, slightly different tack. Specialized knowledge.
Okay, knowledge, but specialized.
Yes. Hill makes a strong point that general knowledge, while good to have, isn't usually what leads to major success or wealth.
You need to know a lot about one specific thing.
Or more accurately, you need applied, organized, specialized knowledge. Knowledge you can actually use to create value.
So it's not just about having the information, but knowing how to use it.
Exactly. And the key insight is you don't have to possess all this knowledge personally. You need to know where to get it and how to organize it.
Ah, okay. So you can leverage other people's expertise too.
Absolutely. Think of Bill Gates. His success wasn't just knowing about computers, it was deep, specialized knowledge in software and, crucially, understanding the market for it.
Mastering a niche
Yes, providing something unique.
and diving deep like that. Does that spark the next principle? Imagination.
It certainly can. Principle 5, imagination is where ideas are born. Hill actually broke it down into two types.
And two types. Okay.
Synthetic imagination and creative imagination.
So it's like synthesizing things.
Exactly. Taking existing ideas, concepts, or plans and rearranging them into new combinations. This is where most innovation happens, actually.
And creative imagination.
That's more about tapping into new ideas, hunches, inspirations, stuff that seems to come out of the blue, often linked to the subconscious.
So combining old things in new ways or coming up with something totally new.
Right. Steve Jobs is a great example of synthetic imagination. He didn't invent the MP3 player or the phone.
But he put them together brilliantly with design and user experience.
Precisely. Creating the iPod, the iPhone. He saw new possibilities by combining existing elements. Imagination is the mind's workshop, as Hill put it.
Love that. Okay, so you've got the desire, the faith, the knowledge, the imaginative idea. Now what?
Now you need principle 6, organized planning.
Makes sense. An idea without a plan is just a wish, right?
Pretty much. This sounds straightforward, but it's where many people fall down.
So what does organized planning really mean here?
It means creating definite, practical plans to achieve your desire. Not just a vague intention, but concrete steps.
Written down.
Preferably, yes, written down, detailed. And importantly, the plan needs to be flexible. You need to be able to adapt it if, well, things don't go exactly as expected.
So break down the big goal into smaller steps.
Yes. Monthly goals, weekly, even daily tasks. It's your roadmap. Without it, that burning desire can just kind of evaporate.
Okay, plan in hand. What's next? This feels like where the action really starts.
It is. Principle 7, decision.
Decision, as in making choices.
Yes, but more specifically, making them quickly and firmly. Hill observed that successful people decide promptly.
And they don't second guess constantly.
They change their decisions slowly, if at all, once made. This is a huge separator.
Why is that so important?
Because procrastination and indecision are, well, they're ambition killers. They lead to lost opportunities, wasted energy, doubt creeping in.
So it's better to make a definite decision and move, even if it's not perfect.
Generally, yes. Make the decision, commit, and adjust course if you need to later. But get moving. Indecision keeps you stuck.
Right. And once you've made that decision, you need to stick with it. Which brings us to...
Principle 8, persistence.
Ah, the big one.
Yeah.
Grit. Sticking power.
Absolutely. This is often what makes the ultimate difference. It's the ability to keep going, relentlessly, despite setbacks, failures, discouragement.
It sounds tough.
It is. But Hill frames persistence, not just as stubbornness, but as the sustained application of desire, faith, and willpower, fueled by that definite plan.
It's powered by the earlier principles.
Exactly. Think about Colonel Sanders and KFC.
The chicken guy.
Yeah. Legend has it he pitched his fried chicken recipe over 1,000 times before someone finally took a chance on him.
Wow, over 1,000 rejections.
Imagine. That's persistence fueled by an unshakable desire and faith in his product. It's refusing to let failure get the final word.
Okay, that's powerful. Now the next one feels really interesting. Principle 9, mastermind alliance.
This is crucial. It's not just networking.
What is it then?
It's about deliberately creating a group, an alliance of people who support your definite purpose, people you can brainstorm with, get advice from, hold each other accountable.
So surrounding yourself with the right people.
Yes, but more than just supportive friends. It's about a group working in harmony, combining their knowledge, experience, and efforts towards shared or aligned goals. Hill believed this created a kind of third mind, the mastermind, that was greater than the sum of its parts.
Like Ford had his circle. Edison, Firestone.
Exactly. They challenged and inspired each other. A mastermind provides collective brain power, different perspectives, and that synergy that just multiplies what any one person can do alone.
Makes sense. You can't really achieve huge things entirely on your own.
Very rarely, leveraging collective intelligence is key.
Okay, we've covered 9 principles. What about the final 4? You mentioned they're maybe more foundational.
Yeah, Hill saw them as underlying psychological forces. Let's start with Principle 10, the subconscious mind.
We touched on this with autosuggestion.
Right. Hill viewed the subconscious as this incredibly powerful engine. It's the part of your mind that accepts and acts on your dominant thoughts.
The ones you feed it consistently.
Exactly. Especially thoughts mixed with strong emotion. It's like a fertile garden, whatever seeds you plant, positive or negative beliefs, fears, or faith, it will grow them.
It doesn't judge, it just executes.
Pretty much. That's why consciously programming it with your desire and faith through autosuggestion is so vital. It's the bridge between the intangible thought and tangible reality.
Okay, then principle 11, the brain.
Hill had a fascinating view of the brain. He described it as both a broadcasting and receiving station for thought vibrations.
Broadcasting and receiving, like a radio.
Sort of. He believed thoughts have energy, a frequency, and that our brains can send out our dominant thoughts and also tune into or attract similar thought vibrations, ideas, and even opportunities from others, or the universe, if you will.
That sounds a bit out there for some people, maybe.
It can seem abstract, yeah. But the core idea is that focused thought has power. It influences your perception, makes you receptive to relevant ideas, attracts collaborators. It encourages keeping an open, attuned mind.
Right, being receptive to insights, which might lead into principle 12, the sixth sense.
Hill often called this creative imagination or intuition.
So intuition, gut feelings.
Yes, but not just random guesses. Hill believed this develops as a result of mastering and consistently applying the other principles.
Ah, so it's an outcome, not just something you have or don't have.
Exactly. As you build your specialized knowledge, use your imagination, align with your subconscious, and work with your mastermind, your intuition sharpens. You start to get insights, warnings, flashes of inspiration, foresight that seems to come from beyond just conscious reasoning.
Like a higher level of awareness developed through practice.
Developed wisdom, you could say.
A guide.
Okay, that leaves one more. Principle 13, and it feels like a big one. Overcoming fear.
Definitely. Because fear, Hill argued, is probably the single biggest obstacle holding people back. It paralyzes action.
Stops people from even starting or makes them quit when things get hard.
Absolutely. He identified 6 basic fears that he believed sabotage ambition.
6, what are they? Fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of losing love, fear of old age, and the fear of death.
Wow, those cover a lot of ground.
They do, and his key point was these fears are mostly learned, they're states of mind, not inescapable realities.
So you can unlearn them.
Or
Manage them.
yes, by identifying which fears are holding you back, understanding their roots, and then deliberately acting despite the fear. Cultivating courage, focusing on your desire, using faith and persistence to push through, replacing that fear consciousness with a courage consciousness.
Okay, so those are the 13 principles. Desire, faith, autosuggestion, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning, decision, persistence, mastermind alliance, the subconscious mind, the brain, the sixth sense, and overcoming fear. That's quite a system.
It is, and they all interconnect, they reinforce each other.
So if we were to boil it down for you, the listener, what's the core formula here?
Based on Hill's work, it really comes down to this. Start with a powerful, specific, burning desire.
Then build unshakable faith that you can achieve it, using autosuggestion to program your mind.
Get the specialized knowledge you need, use your imagination to create ideas, and build a definite, organized plan.
Make firm decisions, act on them, and then persist no matter what.
And crucially, surround yourself with a supportive mastermind group. Understand and direct your subconscious, use your brain effectively, develop your intuition or sixth sense.
And face down those fears.
Exactly. It's a holistic approach.
And the guiding mantra, the big takeaway from the book.
It's incredibly famous and still so relevant. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve.
Simple, but profound. It really puts the power and the responsibility back on the individual's mindset.
It truly does. It emphasizes the potential that lies within our own thinking.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Think and Grow Rich, here's something for you to think about. Considering all these powerful principles we've just discussed, which one feels like it might be the most challenging for you personally? Which one makes you think, oof, that's the one I really need to work on?
That's a great reflection point.
And then maybe consider this. How could really mastering that one specific principle potentially unlock all the others for you? How could tackling your biggest hurdle be the key to achieving your own definite purpose? Something to ponder.